To our channel. In today's video, we are going to discuss UPSC topper copy analysis, and in this particular series, we are going to discuss UPSC 2023 topper All India Rank 2 ANIMESH PRADHAN's answer copy, and we will also try to come out what is his unique answer writing technique which he has adapted in the UPSC mains examination. If you look at this particular question which has been asked here, friends, this question is asked from GS paper 1 component of the art and cultural segment of the syllabus. Let's now go into the question which has been asked here. Provide an account of the historical and architectural importance of Sanchi Stupa. Also discuss how it inspired the future generations, future architecture in India. And it's a 10-marker question which has been asked to write in 150 words. And if you look at the topper's answer here which he has written, there is a clear structure in the answer. That is, there is an introduction in the answer and there is a body of the answer. Also, if you look at the end of the answer, there is a clear conclusion. So, I would say this is a perfect way to write an answer. Whenever we write an answer, there should be a clear introduction. But only thing what we should focus in the real examination is our introduction should be ideally written in 2 to 3 lines. Because introduction will carry a maximum weightage mark of 1 marks. So, writing beyond that will not carry any real output in our examination marks. So if you look at this particular topper, I would better say if you would have cut shorted his introduction just by a 1 or 1.5 line, it would have been a very perfect introduction to start with. But if you look at his conclusion also, due to lack of proper space management in this particular answer, he is unable to write the conclusion in a proper manner, which we can clearly look at it here. Otherwise, if you see here, friends, there is a clear structure in the answer, and that is one good thing which we need to learn from All India Rank 2 ANIMESH PRADHAN. Additionally, if you look at the body of the answer is clearly having a subheading format. And if you look at the total number of subheadings written here, overall there are only 2 subheadings, and even he has added additionally one more subheading. So if you look at this particular question here, overall there are 2 components in the question, friends. So naturally we should have 2 minimum subheadings in this answer. But this particular topper has broke the first segment of the question also into 2 components. That is 2 subheadings. That is historical importance and architectural importance. But one mistake which this particular topper has done in this answer is that he has overly given weightage to the first segment of the question for his maximum part of the answer. Whereas the second part of the answer which also would have carried 5 marks, because this is a question which will carry the first component 5 mark and the second component of the question 5 mark. But this topper has given maximum weightage to his space and time in addressing the question on his first component of the question, whereas he is unable to come out with a proper answer for the second component of the question, even though he had enormous content, which we can look at the kind of examples which he has quoted and the knowledge he has on this particular topic. So I keep on telling, friends, one of the important thing which we need to take it to the exam hall is the time management technique, as well as the repeated habit of practicing the techniques whatever we learn about answer writing in a regular manner. And one of the particular thing again we can look at in the body of the answer is the point-wise format which this topper has addressed. And overall, if you count the total number of points which he has written, he has overall written 7 points. And I would say that for a 10-marker question, if we can ideally come out with 10 points. Otherwise, minimum 6 to 10 points would be a good way to fetch better marks in exam. So coming out with 7 points, and additionally he has done lot of creative or innovative techniques. I would say that is one thing which this All India Rank 2 stand out from rest of the toppers. Even while we looked at the yesterday's All India Rank 1 toppers answer copy, he could not have come out with lot of creative diagrams like this All India Rank 2 ANIMESH PRADHAN has done. So if you look at here, he has come out with one India map based diagram as well as a particular technical diagram as in this particular question. So drawing 2 diagrams per question for a 10 marker is one of the best way, and ideally this is one of the creative things we can do in the limited time in the examination hall to fetch better marks. So this topper would have had a value addition of half mark for each diagrams which he has used here. Additionally, he has also used creative examples in his answer with respect to the context of the question. So overall, if you look at this particular topper, for the 7 points which he has written, he would have fetched 3.5 marks. Whereas, if you look at the second component of the question, which also carried 5 marks, this topper could maximum come out with 2 or 3 points only maximum. So, he would have got here just 1 mark at the max. So for the introduction, which he has not ideally able to come out with in 2 to 3 lines, he would have got half a mark, and even the conclusion also he would have got half a mark. So overall, if you count the total number of marks which this topper has got is 4.5 plus 1, that is 5.5 marks. And if you look at this Animesh Pradhan, that is last year GS paper 1 mark sheet also, he has got almost 109 marks in his GS paper 1 segment. So almost this comes around overall for 20 questions 500 marks on an average. So if you would have managed his time much better inside the exam hall, this particular topper even had a better mark to score than the All India rank 1 topper. Okay friends, overall through this video we have learned some of the important key points of answer writing technique. That is, even yesterday also we understood that All India rank 1 also had a clear structure in his answer. That is an introduction which should be written in 2 to 3 lines crisp, as well as the conclusion. And the body of the answer should be written in subheading format, and the subheading can be varied depending upon the number of segments asked in the question. While coming out with the point-wise format in the body of the answer, the points should be carried out by following and relevant examples. And even the usage of creative and innovative diagrams for a art and culture question also will make your answer to stand unique in the real examination, and you have better marks to score in the UPSC mains examination. I hope this video was useful to you. We'll meet again in a new video, friends. Thank you.